Yeah. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the second channel. Today we're going to be talking about WWE. As you can see by the shirt, the glasses, and the title, the Money in the Bank in the background. You guys, if you follow my main channel, you've definitely seen that in the background of a lot of videos. The title as well, but the title got moved because my little cousin came over and he loves it, so it got moved. But I wanted to talk about wrestling. Now, I'm not as involved as wrestling as I would say up to WrestleMania 40. Yeah, from 39 to 40. I was really involved. It tapered off a little bit after 40 because the thing that I was following ended, which I came back to wrestling at the Cody versus Roman. That was the first match I've watched since like 2019, like before COVID. Right before COVID, which I hate. I think I was like still there for like Kofi Mania, but I was like tapering off. I really fell off like after Kofi Mania. And then since then, I didn't get to see Drew win his title. I kind of just stopped watching. I came back to it recently, and man, it was awesome. And then WrestleMania 40 happened, and I started. WrestleMania 41 happened. I'm like, ugh. It's a lot due to ticket prices being how crazy it is. They barely come around here anyway, so it's not that bad. It's like I think they've come for 2 events since I started watching again. SmackDown and Survivor Series, which I went to both of them. But releases is a big thing that pisses me off when it comes to WWE, because sometimes they release the wrong people. I have a list of people who they've released this year, and the first one, Braun Strowman. I liked Braun Strowman and Ricochet as a tag team, and then Braun got hurt, and then I think he came. Did he come back after Ricochet got released? Ricochet left. They didn't renew his contract. Ricochet left. Now, I understand some of these are renewed contracts stuff, but also, if it's you have record-breaking profits, and you have a bunch of money going into wrestlers that you don't use, or Logan Paul, a bunch of wrestlers that you don't use, and Logan Paul, and you can't keep any of these guys who, you know what, I like them way more than I like Logan Paul. You know who I like more than I like Logan Paul? Gallus. God forbid, I would watch a Gallus match over a Logan Paul match. I would definitely watch a Gigi Dolan match over a Logan Paul match. I would watch a Cora Jade match I would watch an Eddie Thorpe match. I would watch a Riley Osborne match. Riley Osborne, I thought, was really fantastic. Especially in the breakout tournament where he went to the finals, I'm pretty sure, against Oba. And I was like, as soon as he went to the finals with Oba, I'm like, yeah, he's screwed, but I really like Riley Osborne. Oro Mensah? I've always failed to pronounce his name. That one ticked me off. When Ora had his little push. I think, did he get hurt, was it? Or taken off TV? I'm forgetting. But he had his push where he was doing a lot of stuff. I really liked it, and I thought he had a lot of potential. Now he's gone. What the hell? Jakara Jackson. I liked that tag team. It seemed like they were going to push him, and then no, just one gone. Cora Jade, it seemed like she was going to get a big push. Granted, she was in a very stacked division. It was hard to get her into, like, I like what they did with her and Roxanne, but they never really got the singles bit out of it. They were sending her to TNA a lot. She got released. I could see her going to AEW. I think she's probably just going to work indies. Kaden Carter, Katana Chance. That one I'm like, okay, because they need to scrap those titles. That division is hanging on by the thread of combining two stars, putting them together, like Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, who took the titles off of them. Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, who they released Isla Dawn. That's another one that pissed me off. And then who took the titles off of them? Was that Liv and Raquel took the titles off of them? Or somehow it got back to Bianca and Naomi, 2 big names. Now it's on Liv and Raquel. It was also Lyra and Becky. Like, big names. But they don't have that tag team division. And since Kaden Carter and Katana Chance were that little tag team that's like kind of fit the Witches, them, and Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend, now two of those tag teams are done. I don't understand it. Scrap the titles. Dakota Kai. I really like Dakota Kai. I wish they gave her the Intercontinental title. I like Lyra Valkyria. I like what they're doing with Lyra Valkyria. She definitely has more of potential. I wish that Dakota Kai would be the one to win that title, or a tag title with Kairi Sane or EO. I don't know, but I feel like that's just what I'm saying is like they're just mashing main event people and putting them with a lower person or a lower card person, or I don't know, Shayna Baszler. She had so much potential. I think definitely there was a way probably to get the potential back because of how great she was in NXT. My God, she was a beast in NXT. But yeah, maybe a reset. If she comes back, I definitely think she could. Ooh, you could have her come back, be a beast, win the women's title. I think that'd be awesome. Braun Strowman, he's been released before. I believe he'll be back. The one that pisses me off the most, though, the one that I really wanted to talk about releases, R-Truth. So you're telling me that your top merch seller for like the last week, someone who always gets cheered when he comes on, always hits when he comes on. It seems like every time R-Truth comes on the TV, it is awesome, and had a really good match that didn't really mean anything with John Cena, right? It was like a joke match that was not really like a joke match, but like a non-title, non-canon match that you could put on, but it worked. It worked really well for what it was. I didn't expect that match to be a 5-star Will Ospreay, Bryan Danielson classic. I expected it to be just a fun match, and as soon as R-Truth came out with the Ron Cena shirt, that was awesome. I haven't picked up one of them. I don't even know if you can. Can you? Let's see. WWE.com/shop. Let's see if you can even buy. They're probably sold out, if anything. Shop WWE.com. Come on here. Ron Cena. Oh, R-Truth. Maybe I'll just search R-Truth. Yep, they still have his merch up there. I don't see the shirt, though. Okay. I don't see the... It's probably sold out. But, yeah, that was one of your top merch sellers. Definitely the Judgment Day shirt as well. That carried from Survivor Series. That was like one of the best segments. I always loved when R-Truth would get with the Judgment Day. After he won the tag titles too, like after the whole thing, he came up with the tag titles. It was like, yeah, and then he kept confusing with the Miz. Oh, it was perfect. And now they're releasing him because they can't afford him anymore. You have record profits. And he was on every week. It's not like you weren't using him. Like, if Karrion Kross got released, I would be very upset. I like Karrion Kross. I think he's one of the best wrestlers on there. And I think he has insane potential to be, like, a top talent. But they don't use him. So I'd be like, okay, yes, let him go be used somewhere else so that he can earn his way back. You use R-Truth. He is a 17-year vet. Everyone's upset backstage about it. People, or at least shocked. Like, are you crazy? But that's besides the point. I don't want to come on here and complain. I understand maybe some people will think differently than me. Now, I want to talk about what's coming up, and that's Money in the Bank. I will not be able to watch it live. I definitely want to watch it after the fact. I wasn't able to catch Saturday night's main event. I forgot about it. I was like, I think I was watching something else. I think I was watching, might have been a Dodgers game. I was like, oh, you know what? Saturday night main event is on right now. Should probably watch it. 2025. I want to see. Here we go. I want to see the Money in the Bank matches because I have not really been watching weekly because I've been watching more sports. I've been trying to catch more Dodgers games. I'm catching, like, as of recent, the Memorial Cup. I wasn't able to watch the Whitecaps, Abbey Canucks. But yeah, let's see. I want to... So, I know El Grande Americano won. Okay, the matches are here. Cut. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I just had to blow my nose. Stephanie Vaquer, Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, Julia, Naomi. I like it. I forget who was in the qualifying matches. I like Stephanie. I like Julia in this match. I think those are your, like... They just got called up. I'm not going to say lower level because I definitely think they could run with the top. They're some of the best wrestlers I've watched. Quickly. Insanely quickly, those two, when they came to NXT. I haven't really watched much outside of WWE. Watch a little bit of AEW. People are going to call me a WWE mark. I don't have the time to watch all that wrestling, so I kind of stick to it. I started watching AEW a lot during the MJF Adam Cole. I really, really, really loved that friendship. And then Cole got hurt, and I couldn't really find something else to attach to. And I'm not sure if Toni Storm was kind of rolling at that point. I really definitely would have watched Toni Storm. She's, like, from when I scroll TikTok, I watch. Toni Storm's amazing. But Stephanie Vaquer, Julia, they insane. I'm so happy Alexa Bliss is back, and that's great that she's in the match. But if you have to go with, like, a dark horse, not Rhea Ripley. Please, please, God, don't give it to Rhea. She doesn't need it. She doesn't need it. Let her have a break. Let her have a break. Give her a story that's not for the title. Give her a story like her and Liv and Dom, but you take the title out of it. And then, Naomi, I think Jade cost her the match, if anything. They got to continue that story. Also, they got to go with her and Bianca. Sorry, my hair's getting in my face. But I think Roxanne Perez is the perfect, either her or Alexa Bliss. I think Alexa Bliss can earn it on her own. I think Roxanne Perez would be perfect for Money in the Bank. I think it's too early for Stephanie. I just called her up, same with Julia. I know Roxanne and Julia and Stephanie, they got called up at the same time. But Roxanne has been there for longer. She's won more NXT titles than them. And really has established herself in NXT. Hasn't really on the main roster, but I feel like she's more established to the fact that you could put that Money in the Bank on her, and it would make sense. But if you had to go one with a dark horse, I think Alexa Bliss would be perfect. Naomi would work as well if you did it and then had Jade kind of like cost her all the cash-ins to the point where she beats Jade up so bad in like Hell in a Cell. She have the heel win the feud. That, like, the second match. Have the second match be a Hell in a Cell match between Naomi and Jade when she has the Money in the Bank title. Have her beat Jade up really bad. Heel tactics and all that. Then she cashes in while Jade is still hurt. Jade comes back and takes the title off of her. That's how you could get Jade the title. But I think Roxanne and Alexa are just, because you could have them run with it for a little longer. Because I think Naomi, the time would definitely run out. Don't give it to Bianca, give it to Jade when Jade comes back. That would be, I'd watch that. Also, what they've been doing is amazing. Now for the men's. Andrade, LA Knight, Seth Rollins, Solo, and El Grande Americano. Okay, I want to do eliminations. I don't think Seth Rollins wins. It would be cool. I don't think so. I would like, actually, maybe, you know what, I think, the more I think about it, I would like to see a person with the Money in the Bank briefcase have those two backup options. How scary would that be? Have that looming around you as a champion, where the fact that Seth Rollins, not only is just Seth Rollins has the Money in the Bank briefcase, but you got Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed as his backup. If he wants to go catch it, he can just kick everybody's ass. But the only thing that would stop that is the Bloodline. Speaking of Bloodline, Solo Sikoa is in this match. No, I don't think you could give him the briefcase. Unless he's going to cash in on, like, a lot of people don't like it when he cashes in on U.S. titles. I think it should be, he cashes in on Jacob for the U.S. title. Like the backstab, right? Like, Jacob retains, they're in the ring, Jeff Cobb hits Jacob from behind, beats him up, Solo beats him up, and then cashes in and takes the U.S. title from Jacob. That would be perfect. But people would complain saying, oh, the Austin Theory thing, why did he cash in on the U.S. title? It should be the World Heavyweight title. I think that'd be a great story, but there's that asterisk. Andrade, I want him to win a world title so bad that it would be awesome. Penta, too early. Now, I know I made my case of it's still early for, like, early is perfect for the Money in the Bank because it's kind of like that underdog story. Have Penta and El Grande Americano take each other out of the match. Have Seth Rollins and Solo's band of people beat each other up. And then you could pick between Andrade and Knight. I think LA Knight would be... they have to do it at one point. They have to pull the trigger on a world title for LA Knight. They have to pull the trigger on Money in the Bank. And a lot of people are going to be like, oh, the hype's gone, though. The hype is gone. And also, people saying Seth Rollins... This end of this article, for the men, it seems inevitable that Seth Rollins and the Paul Heyman guys continue their new push with the Money in the Bank contract. Makes a lot of sense, but makes a lot of sense. I don't think they need it. Even if they lose this match, it doesn't hurt them. It doesn't hurt Rollins. It's a Money in the Bank match. The women's match, much more up in the air with 4 plausible winners, while all of the 3 newer women have a shot. None of them have been on the main roster for over a month, which is what I think. The contract has Money in the Bank written all over it. Please, no. That's like giving it to Drew last year. Like, not really. Who would it be like? That was like giving it to Lesnar that one year. Like, Lesnar doesn't need it. But I didn't really watch it that time. I forget if there was a good story around it, but Lesnar doesn't really need it. Right? Rollins doesn't need it. Bobby doesn't need it. I don't know, man. Honestly, it's just a bit of a rant, hasn't it? But yeah, that's my opinions. I think it should be Roxanne Perez. And I understand, yeah, I say the same thing about Julia and Stephanie that I've been saying about Roxanne. The least amount of time on the roster. Alexa would be the perfect one if you want to go outside of that. But I think it should be Roxanne. She would be perfect. Seth Rollins, I like that idea of him. He's just so scared because you got Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed backing him up, trying to cash in. But I think that Solo can even it with Jeff Cobb and Jacob. I think El Grande Americano is going to go after Penta. They could take each other out. And then Andrade and LA Knight either win the Money in the Bank. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, but we want to see... But like, oh, Andrade's boring. I hear a lot of that stuff sometimes. But like, it's they haven't done anything with Andrade. It's like, oh, here's the perfect time to give him the briefcase and do something with it. Oh, they haven't done anything with LA Knight really since the U.S. title, Roman. Well, here's the perfect time. Give him the briefcase. Have him cash in and win. Become a world champion. But that's it. I feel like I've done more complaining than talking because I feel like it's very like that right now for WWE. Just the whole brand. It seems like TKO is just kind of making it a whole money thing. It's like, all right, editing me here. Before I get to this next point, I just want to point out, I understand Triple H could be under some budgets, and maybe he has to stay within those budgets and all that, but still, up his goddamn budgets, TKO. You have a lot of fucking money. All right, that's what I wanted to say. If Triple H has shitty budgets because of TKO, oh, God forbid, maybe you can give him some more, because you definitely have a shit ton. All right, to get back to the point now. You're having record-breaking profits. Why the fuck are you cutting money? I don't like to swear. It's my second channel. I don't really care if I swear that much, but why the fuck are you cutting money if you're having record-breaking profits? Oh, R-Truth, this guy's consistently great on TV. We always use him. He always gets a cheer. Everyone talks about him on TV. But we can't really afford to keep him, can we? Whatever. You know what? That's going to be it for this one. 2 videos up here. The only other 2 videos on my channel. I can't really be like, this is subscribes or right under them. I'll see you guys in the next one. The next wrestling one will probably be after Money in the Bank. Going to a BC Lions event, so I won't be able to catch it live, but I'll watch it after. I'll let you guys know what I think. The next video might be a BR run from MLB The Show. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.